und willkommen zu Shapeshifting Detective. Ja, das ist ein FMV und dementsprechend ist alles verfilmt. Jede Szenerie ist dementsprechend eine Filmsequenz, die ineinander übergeht, und das schauen wir uns heute mal an. Und gehen auch direkt mal auf Neues Spiel.
You're listening to Radio August. Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe.
It's 5 o'clock and I'm Alice Monroe with your August update. August police are appealing for information following the murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Miss Shaw's body was discovered last night. Chief Dupont is calling the crime a violent and despicable act. Anyone with information about the murder is urged to get in touch via the department's confidential tip hotline. It's horrible, Poe.
Indeed it is.
You need to learn when to keep your mouth shut.
Oh, wir dürfen direkt mal was machen. Sam, okay, wir sagen mal, wer bist du?
Exactly. Rewind.
You're listening to Radio August. Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe.
It's 5 o'clock and I'm Alice Monroe with your August update. August police are appealing for information following the murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Miss Shaw's body was discovered last night. Chief Dupont is calling the crime a violent and despicable act. Anyone with information about the murder is urged to get in touch via the department's confidential tip hotline. It's horrible, Poe.
Indeed it is.
You need to learn when to keep your mouth shut.
Und dieses Mal fallen wir nicht darauf rein. Stimmt, er hat ja gesagt, wir sollten lernen, unseren Mund zu halten. Deswegen Mülltonne.
You know why you're here, don't you?
Wir sagen einfach mal, klar, wir wissen, warum wir hier sind.
Then humor me. The dead girl. And this. What exactly were you thinking? You have one job. Don't get caught. Do you think you can do that this time?
Wir sagen ja.
It's a rhetorical question. You're going to a town called August. Find Chief Dupont. He's gonna think you're someone else. This person. This is who you are now. Understood?
Ja, wir haben es verstanden.
Splendid. If someone so much as sniffs that you're different, you'll be deprecated.
Deprecated.
We expect you to use your ability. Just don't get caught. And never, ever change into a child.
In brighter news, August resident Mia French is celebrating the return of her missing pooch, Barley. The 8-month-old Basset Hound puppy was found outside Daryl's Chicken and Ribs.
And that's 5 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
I'm Violet. Welcome to the guest house. There are some rules. In particular, no shoes in the guest house. The carpets are priceless. Now, how long are you staying for?
Oh, solange es dauert, ich bin mir nicht sicher. Wir bleiben nur so lange es dauert, bis wir den Fall gelöst haben.
Yes, the chief said it may be a while. I can see you don't mind getting your hands dirty, though. There's not been many visitors of late. Perhaps the murder will bring some tourists in.
Besucher?
It's just you and some tarot readers at the moment. It's deathly quiet.
Der Mord?
Yes, the murder. You haven't spoken to the chief yet, have you?
Der Chief? Was für ein Chief?
Chief Dupont. He's the one who booked the room for you. You look lost. You should probably go and speak to the chief. Your room is just down the hall, last on the left. It has its own back door. The chief said that's the way you'd like it.
Just finishing.
Oh. Die Zukunft vorhersagen? Sicher.
You don't believe?
Ich mache meine Ausnahme, ich glaube.
That sounded serious. You must have a serious job to do. Hi, I'm Bronwyn.
Nett, dich kennenzulernen. Ich bin Sam.
Pleased to meet you, Sam. If you'd like a reading.
Sicher. Wir setzen uns mal.
So, what's your question, Sam?
Meine Frage ist, werde ich denn alles gewinnen?
The Fool. I'm going to see a lot more of you, aren't I, Sam? Enjoy the journey. But remember, not everything is winnable. I'm in room 1 and that's down the hall. Rain's in 2, Lexi's in 3. And which room are you in, Sam?
Naja, so viele Räume gibt es ja hier nicht. Wir sind mal ehrlich.
Good. We're neighbors. Just knock if you need me.
Mal
But Lena,
schauen.
the thing is, if you can wish it, you can do it. Thank
Gehen wir erstmal in unser Zimmer und schauen uns mal um. Wo sind wir hier bloß gelandet? Interessant. Keine besondere Ausstattung, aber dennoch gemütlich. Es sollte reichen. Gehen. Wandeln gesperrt. Wir schauen mal.
Used by craftsmen to carve temples. It's approximately 4,500 years old and comes from an ancient burial ground called Saqqara. This particular one has traces of the same limestone as the Great Sphinx of Giza. Well, that's what the man down the pub told me.
That's incredible.
Poe's curiosity shop is now closed. You're listening to Radio August, Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe.
Open at Midnight by Martin Oten, read by Lacey Finley.
Wir
The old man.
besuche
Good,
immer
you got my
den Chief.
message. Chief Inspector DuPont. I wasn't sure you'd come, but I suppose you're between jobs?
Ja, Sam.
Well, we both know that's not true. But I like it. Sam. That's your cover now. So, the job. Dorota Shaw. 21, accomplished cellist, redhead. Strangled. I know who did it, but I need proof. What's the tarot readers?
Warum sollte es die Tarotkartenleserin sein?
Because they predicted it. The older one, Bronwyn, she came into my office last night talking all crazy and saying Dorota was in trouble. I did my best not to lock her up.
Verrückt soll sie? Na.
It all sounded crazy to me. Tarot, the spirit world, cards that move, trans-dimensional thingamajigs. To be honest, I thought she'd probably been smoking something, and that's why I didn't take it seriously.
Warum ist sie denn nicht im Gefängnis?
Because things. I don't have enough on her. That's where you come in. The free guest house stay isn't free. I need you to work the case and report back to me. Find out things from the inside. Can you do it?
Ich werde versuchen, was ich machen kann.
Okay. I'll be telling everyone that you've been hired by the Shaws because obviously local law enforcement is either too incompetent or too overworked to solve anything. That gives you a license to talk to people, but only notionally. Don't actually touch people or annoy them. You don't have any real authority, understand? But you help me out, I'll help you.
Mir helfen? Wie sollst du mir helfen?
Do I have to spell it out? I'll make your problem go away, or at least sink it to the bottom of a pile of paperwork.
Ein Problem.
Your old town? The problem? Come and find me when you're settled. This is Second Chance Sunday for you, Sam. Don't blow it.
Wo wurde sie denn ermordet?
In her bedroom. She was naked. Strangled. No signs of sexual activity of any kind. It was a weird scene to look at. There was one thing, but it's strictly between you and me. Dorota had a gold coin in her mouth. I'm being serious now, Sam. Not a word of this. It's the one thing only the killer would know.
Also eine Goldmünze. Das werden wir uns merken für den Fall. Was wissen wir denn überhaupt?
Not much. Perhaps you should do some investigating?
Was kannst du mir über Violet erzählen?
Born here, runs the local guest house. Lovely lady. Where are you going with this, Sam? What's she told you?
Nichts, natürlich. Nichts. Nichts, was du wissen solltest.
She told you she's taking pills, didn't she? Let me handle Violet. She didn't kill anyone.
Wir werden lieber jetzt mal gehen. Er wird uns nicht weiterhelfen können. Er weiß selber nicht genug.
Is this the one? I slow down, give an innocent passerby the chance to save himself. The footsteps slow. Within me, the beast snarls and slobbers in anticipation.
I assume you've been to see Chief DuPont already.
Wo sind denn die ganzen anderen Gäste?
They're tarot readers. I'm thinking of asking them to leave, actually.
Ja, warum möchtest du, dass sie gehen?
Because they may have killed someone. It's not great for my reputation, is it? Stay at Violet's, the home of killers and hobos.
Mörder.
It's not the first time I've harbored killers, Sam. I'm sure it won't be the last.
Kanntest du sie denn?
Not really. I'm sure she was a precious lamb, though.
Sie war also ein kostbares Lamm.
Yes, a lamb. Young. Innocent. Lambs get slaughtered, though, don't they?
Also war sie nett?
Nice, yes, that's a good description. Actually, I thought she was a bit slutty, to be honest.
Das lassen wir mal unter den Tisch fallen.
You should talk to her boyfriend. I'm sure they weren't exclusive.
Wo finde ich denn ihren Freund?
Oscar lives at the vicarage next to the church. Don't tell him I sent you, though. I'm sure he's sick of seeing people already.
Wir werden dann mal gehen.
How many others there are out there? How many beasts? Or am I just one amongst many vehicles for a single slayer? There surely must be others. Cannot believe I am unique amongst all mankind, and if I am, then why
besuchen wir
me?
jetzt mal
I tried.
Bronwyn.
Sam, is it? I'm sensing you're not here for a reading.
Ich hätte da mal so ein paar Fragen über den Mord.
Chief Dupont thinks I did it. I'm hoping you'll convince him otherwise.
Wie gut kanntest du sie denn?
I didn't. We've only been here 2 days. I understand it's suspicious me being a stranger in town, but it's the truth.
Das streichen wir mal.
There's a lot more at stake here than you know, Sam.
Wie? Was meinst du genau?
Well, if I told you that, you'd have nothing to do.
Wie kann man denn einen Mord vorhersagen?
We saw it in the cards, not images, feelings, impressions. Tarot can be very powerful.
Kannst du denn nicht fragen, wer der Mörder ist und mir es einfach verraten? Dann können wir uns das alles ersparen.
Not these cards. They only tell us what they want us to know.
Okay. Wir werden wohl keine weiteren Informationen bekommen. Wir werden den Fall woanders weiter ermitteln.
I needed to see the threat. I relax and open the gates. Let the slayer come through. Ringside seat as the Terminator or Bruce Lee or Mike Tyson or all
Wir
three
besuchen jetzt mal
combined.
Ryan.
You must be a new guest. Or you're burglaring us. I'm Rain, by the way.
Ich bin, auch wenn du es nicht wissen musst, ich bin Sam.
Pleased to meet you, Sam. Enjoy your stay. The hot water goes off at 9, by the way. So it's cold showers from there on in. It really bugs me.
Was weißt du denn über das Opfer?
I didn't know her. I know she was called Dorota Shaw. She was young, had red hair, a talented musician.
Hast du denn irgendeine Verbindung zu Dorota?
No, not at all. You're completely barking up the wrong tree there.
Das lassen wir lieber mal weg. Wir wollen noch nichts aufs Spiel setzen.
Sam, I don't have a motive for killing Dorota. Full stop. I'd have to be possessed to murder anything. Do you believe in possession, Sam?
Nein, an sowas glaube ich nicht.
You know, there's more than just one form of possession, Sam. It's just a blanket term.
Wie hast du denn den Mord vorausgesehen? Auf welche Weise denn?
We did a reading. A group reading, actually. With a special tarot deck.
Was ist denn eine Gruppensitzung?
The three of us get together and read the same cards. Bronwyn says it makes the whole thing stronger or more powerful or something. But I'm pretty sure I'd get the same answers just on my own.
Kannst du mir mehr von diesem speziellen Tarot-Deck erzählen?
Mercury? It's not exactly from here. With a normal tarot deck, you'd have the question, so you'd be the querent. With Mercury, it gives you the question and the answer. The cards themselves kind of change. It's a special deck.
Kann ich dieses spezielle Tarot-Deck denn mal sehen?
I don't have it at the moment. Bronwyn has it.
Okay, das wäre es erstmal. Wir
I
gehen
want
mal.
the image of myself 60 years from now, battering a victim with my walking frame to feed the beast.
Mich interessiert jetzt dieses spezielle
The old man
Tarot-Deck.
walked
Wir
down
werden
the alley
sie
as fast as
nochmal
our driver.
befragen. Es wären da noch so ein paar Fragen. Ich würde gern dieses spezielle Tarot-Deck mal sehen.
Mercury? Sure. I'll just get it. It feels a bit sacrilegious just spreading it out to show you. It doesn't really answer questions, it more asks them. Do you want it to ask you a question, Sam?
Wir haben viele Fragen. Natürlich.
It wants to know if you're happy being the person you are now.
Natürlich sind wir glücklich. Was sollen wir denn auch anderes sein?
Mercury doesn't agree. In fact, if anything, and I could be wrong, it's suggesting that you're not even the person you're saying you are now. I've only had that reading once before.
Wir werden lieber mal gehen. Das ist einfach zu heikel.
The cavalry. Dr. Thatcher's black BMW is strewn on its side, engine crushed against the concrete wall. It's in far better shape than he is. I limp past the wreck
Dann
towards the exit ramp.
Besuchen
At the
wir doch
top,
mal unseren
a
nächsten
reinforced
Kandidaten.
steel wall.
Hi, Sam, is it? Come on in, make yourself at home. Mi casa es su casa. Come on.
Kanntest du Dorota?
I don't know anyone in this town, except for Bronwyn and Rain, obviously, and Violet, and the Chief, and now you. Sorry, I'm a bit nervous.
Das ist aber sehr verdächtig. Woher wusstest du, dass sie sterben wird?
Good old-fashioned fortune-telling. Well, kind of. We drew a card each and smushed them all together. Do you know what the most dangerous tarot card is?
Etwa der Tod.
Everybody thinks that. It's such a cliche. The death card doesn't even mean death. Most of the time.
Also, was ist die gefährlichste Tarotkarte? Nennen Sie mir.
The Five of Swords. I think so anyway. There's nothing more dangerous than someone taking whatever they want no matter the cost.
Du zogst die 5 der Schwerter für Dorota.
Yeah, I did. Rain got the Knight of Wands, that's Dorota, and Bronwyn got the Ten of Swords, which is, well, you know. Swords in general are bad.
Warum kamst du noch, August?
The cards told us to. Well, the cards of Rain. Tarot gives us a rough direction and he narrows it down with some astrological jiggery-pokery. He's basically a walking esoteric library. And if that sounds dull, let me reassure you, it is.
Du machst also, was die Karten dir sagen.
No? Well, yeah. Well, no. We have a job to do.
Eine Aufgabe, erzähl mir mehr über diese Aufgabe.
I didn't say job. I said job.
Einen Shop?
Okay. We make a cheese obelisk, a chop, and depending on the shape of that chop, we get different answers to questions.
Ich weiß, dass du lügst. Du bist nicht gut da drin.
No, you don't.
Wie gut kennst du Bronwyn?
She's like my big sister, so pretty well. You know the chief's got it all wrong. Ron could never hurt anyone. But I'm sure a smart detective like you can help prove she's innocent.
Mädel, sowas funktioniert nicht bei mir.
Ah, that's mean. She didn't do it anyway. Chief DuPont's crazy.
Wir sind erstmal hier fertig.
Illusions of hair, clothes, but a subtle morphing. The robes were fish scales, briefly, but again, becoming cloth. Bedraggled hair was seaweed,
Wir
and
gehen erstmal
tentacles.
zurück
Find
in
somewhere
unser
safe
Zimmer.
to transition. You're not a superhero.
Und damit können wir uns jetzt in die beliebige Person verwandeln. Sie hat Geheimnisse, definitiv. Alle hier haben Geheimnisse. Doch ich werde sie knacken. Ich werde herausfinden, wer der Mörder ist.